my beautiful people, welcome to Buzzy again. Today we are here to interview one person I call the center of attraction, in the person of Hajia Maimuna Musa-Adaji, the Director and Head of Department, Corporate Affairs and Information Department, National Productivity Center, Abuja, Nigeria. Pleased to meet you, Ma.
Thank you very much, Joyce. It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Ma. And the next person is Mazi Martins Okonkwo, the Deputy Director, Corporate Affairs and Information Department, National Productivity Center, Abuja. Thank you, sir, for being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you, Joyce.
Thank you, sir. So today we are here to ask some few questions because I know so many people don't know what this organization, National Productivity Center, Productivity House, is all about. So I will start from Hajia. Let her tell us what the house is all about.
Thank you, Joyce.
The commission. What?
Thank you. We, like you said, National Productivity Center. The National Productivity Center is a parastatal under the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment. We are charged with the responsibility of institutionalizing productivity. What we do is arouse the productivity consciousness of Nigerians towards improving the standard of living and the quality of living of Nigerians. Productivity is key to national development, and we are charged with the mandate to institute productivity, to promote productivity, and to ensure that there is development in the economy through improved productivity.
Okay, ma. So, Buzzy, can you give us more lights on what productivity is all about?
My HOD, I was just trying to write about productivity. But productivity is not an accident. You know, it's all about life. You know, productivity is all encompassing, all embracing, all facets of life lives in productivity. And as we move on, can now tell Nigerians what productivity is all about.
It's all about.
Because we have many perspectives of productivity, depending on how you see it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ma, please, what is the vision and the mission of the commission?
You see, the vision of the National Productivity is to be a world-class productivity institution. And our major vision is to be out there. You see, across the globe, there are productivity institutions in every country. We want to be the world-class. We want to be able to take Nigeria to the forefront of productivity and to ensure that our economy is among the best in the country. So our vision is to be among the best and to be a world-class productivity institution that is pushing the productivity across the globe.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma.
Yes.
Mazi, do you have anything to contribute?
On
The mission, the vision.
Hajia, I've already said, you know, if we delve into the mission and vision, we're not going there already.
Okay.
So, but really the main objective really is to make sure this show of productivity is cascaded down the citizenry, from the public, private sector to individuals like me and you. You know, as I said earlier, productivity is a wide activity, it's all encompassing, all embracing. And when we go deep into this discussion, I will tell you why. Because we have different perspectives, different angles to productivity. The way I see productivity is different from the way you see productivity. But what is the main objective? What is the main goal here? Like I mentioned, say, is adding value to what already exists, to do something better and better by the citizenry, the population, public and private sector.
Okay. So, Ma, do you have any other branches?
Yes, you see, to enable us achieve our mandate of institutionalizing productivity and ensuring that the culture of productivity is accepted and imbibed across the country, we have 20 state offices. And these 20 state offices cut across the 6 geopolitical zones. And the state offices have other states under them to ensure that all the 36 states are covered. I can give you an example of Bauchi. Bauchi has coverage in places like Taraba, other states that are close to Bauchi. We have states like Borno, who has Yobe, and other states that are closer, so that we are working towards getting state offices in the 36 states. But for now, we have 20. But these 20 are catching up and giving the message across states, so that all the states have the message, and productivity is institutionalized across the country. So
And
we
they
have
are
20
all,
states.
and they are all functional.
Yes.
They are all functional, yes. And we have some states, most of the states, we even have directors that are manning the place. You can see how strong they are. And we do all our programs. Any program we do in the headquarters is cascaded down to the state office. And we do it equally and successfully to catch the grassroots and to catch everybody in the productivity drive.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma.
And to add to what my director has already said, these 20 states, covers the 36 states. And we have state coordinators manning all these state offices. State coordinators, that's what we use for them. The essence of Abuja headquarters, corporate headquarters, is to give direction. It's the director. It's to direct a phase of what happens in corporate headquarters and what happens throughout the states of the federation. So that is why our staff in those areas, manned by most of them directors, training, as he said, their job is to work towards in tandem with corporate headquarters to make sure that our activities are carried out, down local government, because productivity is all encompassing. Everybody has to do work. So what states is doing is to complement the activities of headquarters. So it's well tailored, but by the grace of God, with the 30 states will be covered within a very short time.
Okay, Mazi, I think I should throw this to you. Hajia, should I give you this question?
We are all free. We
Okay.
are
We are
together.
Okay.
We are working as a team.
Let
Yes.
me give you the question then. Okay.
Okay.
What is the definition of productivity from considering the technical, economical, and social management aspect
Definition.
of it?
Yes. I'm going to tell you as practical as, so that the viewers can understand it practically. You see, the social definition of productivity is arousing productivity. You understand? It's working on your consciousness. It's your ability to think and understand that where you are is not only the best. You can move forward.
Yes.
And it is working on your conscience. Anything you are doing, if your mindset is not tuned towards improving it, you are not productive. So that is the social aspect. It's an attitude of the mind. It's a consciousness of doing better today than tomorrow. It's the mentality of progress. That's the social definition of productivity. Now the economic development is just adding value. What we are doing here is to add value to Nigerian, to make people know what productivity is and how to understand it. In every aspect, in everything you do, you want to look at what are you getting out of it. That is value addition. So you are adding value to whatever you are doing. In technical aspect, you look at the input and the output. What are you putting into this production process? What are you putting into? You see, productivity can come in aspect of service or production or goods and services. In service, we, like now the National Productivity Center, we are in the public sector. And what we do is service, not production of goods and services. What do we do to add value to what we are doing? In adding that value, what are the inputs? What are the inputs? For example, I am trained as a mass communicator. He's trained. That is what I'm putting on the table. My years of experience is what I'm putting on the table. The training I'm getting is what I'm putting on the table. All this setup are what are the input. Then at the end, what is the output? Have I been able to reach those I want to reach? Have I been able to successfully achieve this mandate I told you earlier of institutionalizing productivity in the country? That is the output. Now, the national productivity encapsulate all this together to bring out a definition. We said productivity is the quality and quantity and efficiency and effectiveness with which input in terms of materials, money, energy, and all this are put together and achieve and given the ability to achieve the desired result to the satisfaction of human need. I hope I'm practical enough for you to understand and for our viewers to understand. You see,
Yes,
I don't want to quote the definitions. I want to tell you practically so that you understand. So in simple terms, productivity is doing better in whatever you are doing. And what we want Nigerians to learn and to be doing is that me and you and Mazi and any other person should do better in what we are doing so that we achieve the much needed quality and standard of living and improvement in our life in everything we do.
Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you.
Mazi, do you have anything to contribute about that?
Yes. You know, from onset, I told you, productivity is not an accident. Yes, productivity is all about life. You know, Hajia have done justice to what productivity is all about.
Practically.
Yes,
Perfect.
practically. But she just touched it because if you continue delving into what productivity, we will not go today.
Oh.
Yes, but to highlight a little for our viewers, really, you know, this productivity, people, what is this productivity? What are we talking about? You know, is it a household name? Is it production? What do you people produce? You know, these are the questions always thrown on us most of the time. With all fairness, productivity is not production. Not. But from the little economies we did, you know, factors of production like labor, material, energy, money, all those processes HOD have already mentioned. You know, then when you transform these things to a process, whether in the industrial process, whether what we are doing today, you know, for the last 1 hour, we have been, you know, trying to put things in. This is a process. The inputs are all these materials and that energy, human being, labor, even the generator outside. These are part of the inputs. But what's their major objective? Service, result at the end of the day. And this is what we are trying out now. So that's what productivity is all about. So those inputs, those materials involved, we call them inputs in productivity parlance. These activities are trying to do is transformation process. And then what we are having at the end of the day, which is services, output. Are you with me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Because this is what we call output. Output can be products, it can be services. And what we're having at the end of the day is services. So now this output, which we have at the end of the day, whether product or services, upon the input, resources and that you aggregate together to get this, is what productivity is all about. That's the mathematical definition of productivity. Output upon input, simple. And that's the technical definition my HOD have already told you. But I just brought it down memory so that viewers can understand what productivity is all about.
Mm-hmm.
But the production aspect is aggregation of these inputs, these materials I mentioned, that, and get a product. That product you have at the end of the day is production because you have something tangible to look at. Okay? But productivity is what I've told you, the output, the result you have at the end of the day, divided by the inputs, the energy, money, everything you put to make sure this thing actualizes. Like what is happening today. That's what simple productivity is all about. So productivity is deep. Thank you.
Thank you too, sir. Hajia,
Yes.
please, can you give us some of the concepts of productivity?
Yes. You say in productivity, when we say concept, it's like a pillar, like pillars. You see in every, like a building, you see pillars.
Pillars, yes.
So productivity can be laid on a pillar, on some pillars, with which you can use to achieve your productivity. These pillars include efficiency, effectiveness, quality, motivation, competitiveness, and many other things. Let me give you a brief explanation of each. You see, efficiency is the judicious utilization of available resources. You see, in the definition, we told you about input, output, what you put into the production process. Let me not use, I don't want to be using production process because the viewers will think that productivity is about production.
Producing
No.
something.
Productivity, I mentioned mindset. Now, in service sector, for example, efficiency is the judicious utilization of every available resource, as simple as time. I always give example. We have civil service servants coming from Maraba. You now equate the time of coming from Maraba into Federal Secretariat and going home. Despite their coming late, perhaps because of situation which you and I know, efficient utilization of their time, the time they are sitting on their table, achieving the mandate given to them, doing the assignments given to them, is what productivity is about. And it is what will enhance, what will make them productive or not. That is efficiency. Now, effectiveness. Effectiveness is the effective achievement of set objectives and goals. In the center, I told you we want to be the world-class productivity. Have we achieved? I am telling you, I give you practical examples so that we will all understand. We want viewers to always look at productivity and see how they can key in and achieve productivity. For example, we have a typist, a secretary. I have a secretary. I now give my secretary something to type for me. I quickly went and gave my level 8 officer, who is competent in computer assignment, the same typing, because I know she can type. I gave her, I'm trying to give you an example of effectiveness. I gave her the same thing to type. My secretary typed the assignment, effected the corrections, checked her Google, checked where definitely as human I make some errors in spelling, in writing, and made it very well. My level 8 officer, whom I gave, typed it first and said, Hajia, this is the assignment. The other lady came and said, this is assignment. They have achieved, didn't they?
Yeah.
I told them to do it in 1 hour. They have given me in 1 hour. Now, they are both effective. But the extent to which this assignment is perfect for me to, I too am working under somebody, to submit immediately without calling the secretary back to do, is what makes productivity better. Is that this difference between effectiveness and efficiency. Efficiency is going further to do the best. Effectiveness is achieving just the result
at the
appointed time. Now there's quality. In productivity balance, if you have 99, you are not perfect. You have to have 100. In everything. You see, we the ladies that buy things, we aspire for better.
Yes.
We go for Chris Bella. We go for better things. Yeah. We go for, Preda. So why are we going there, Joyce?
Because we want the best.
Because we want the best and because we want quality.
Yes.
So if you want to be productive, you have to insist on quality in whatever you are doing. Like I said, it's pillar. For productivity to thrive, you have to ensure product quality, efficiency, effectiveness, motivation. Motivation is 2 ways. It can be inside, it can be outside. We as civil service, servants, for example, there are aspects of motivation that we expect the government to do. Welfare packages, like as a director, incentives. Me now as the HOD, if my subordinate perfected her assignment and did it very well, even a tap on the back is motivation for her, which she expect or he expect. Now, the other aspect of motivation is intrinsic, is inside. For you to be productive, you have to have this zeal to achieve success. I can say, sorry, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Ma.
You see, because for you to even have the consciousness of adding value to the society, of doing something, that is the motivation. I know in most cases, I cannot say whether somebody has pushed you. Did anybody push you, Joyce? Nobody. That is the motivation we are saying. And that is productivity that will make the country move from the step it is. And then competition. For example, now, you have many people doing the same assignment as yours. Your ability to stand high, Your ability for people to keep calling you to do such assignment is the competitiveness. When we go for presentations, we encourage healthy competition. We don't encourage competition where I must succeed, even it means
Bringing another person down.
We don't do that. So healthy competition is one of the major pillars of productivity. So those are some concepts I can mention to you. If you tell me, I will tell you 20. Should I say 20? Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
Mazi, can you give us some too?
Mhm.
Some of the concepts.
Yeah,
Just
come on.
little.
But for me,
To add to what
yes,
Hajia.
let me delve into motivation. Really. You know, motivation is key to productivity, whether private sector, public sector, or on individual basis. You know, but I already mentioned already the two basic principal. You know, I would say part of motivation has to do with this intrinsic and extrinsic. Because that intrinsic, I'm a person of that intrinsic motivation. The drive, that drive to add value, to do better than others, to achieve success, to be, you know, when you are passionate about things, that drive is an innate ability inside you. Those things that pushes you, nobody pushes you, it's in you. And it's, you know, you can't give what you don't have. So what makes you different from A or B is what is in you. So that's why character is a kind of division of innate abilities. You see, everybody needs motivation. You know, in as much yes, you want to drive yourself to success, but you still need extrinsic one. Whereby some external factors can influence you to do better and better. For instance, working in an organization like this, or working in an industry, and you have done well in a particular endeavor or one thing or the other. And that part on the back, as my HOD said, we can spoil you further. Or they can buy one thing or the other for you to motivate you in presence of your colleagues. Well done. These are external extrinsic works. Some people it motivates them. Why some it does not? You know, so it's a two-way thing. If we dive into that, it's another topic of itself. We will not go, which you know. And quality, really, you can't do without quality standard. You have to have some reference to standard. Competitiveness, you have to have a benchmark. I want to be like A, I want my product to be like B, C, D. So it's a drive for excellence. But how will you know that you have achieved? It's how the customers, the end users, perceive that product service at the end of the day. If they're happy with that product, they'll be coming back and back and back and back. And then if it's a product, you'll be smiling to the bank, you know, you will be calling you, calling everybody. Yes, you know, but it's a continuous thing. Even Coca-Cola is still advertising.
Yes.
So it's an ongoing thing.
Yes.
Everybody needs motivation, and we need a pat on the back. In whatever, even in your children, even in your family, even in your church, it's very, very important really, that we motivate one another, no matter how little. For me, I'm an apostle of little details. I don't look for big things. Because even a trend, what can pull a trend down is the banana peels. So what can spin you up is something small. So this little detail matters. And motivation is a must for the society because it's one of the pillars of productivity. Once you are motivated properly, depending whether from the inside or from outside, the sky is your limit. I will be happy. My HOD will be happy. The people will be happy. And the world will be happy. And everybody will be smiling to the bank. So that's how I see motivation. Thank you, viewers. All the best.
Let's go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Elifev International Unlimited, your one-stop platform for all your real estate, travel and tours, graphics designs, printings, and branding needs. We specialize in sales, lease, rents, purchase of all kinds of properties, visits, work, study, and business visa applications, flight bookings, hotel reservations, all kinds of graphic designs and printings such as billboards, flyers, roll-up banners, customized items like t-shirts, caps, cups, gift items, etc. For inquiries, contact us on 08067598109 or 08133949857. Our office is located at Suite 16, Shafa Plaza, Durumi District, Abuja.
So, Ajia, please, can you tell us some of the factors that affects or is affecting productivity, both internal and external?
Okay, thank you. You see, productivity is like a whole idea, things that happens in our lives. Both in production or in service, there are some aspects that affect productivity. For example, location.
Okay.
You see, you've been here trying to set up is because you need a conducive location to be able to do your work. So in every productivity process, location matters. When we go, I always refer to, so that we know that we are out there talking. And when we do our talking, we always look at the location and advise. Some organizations, private or public sector, have a very good location that makes their productivity to thrive, while others don't. So we always encourage that people or organizations should insist on getting a good location for their work. The second is human factors, personnel. But in all aspects of productivity, if you are doing anything you want to improve your productivity, you have to consider the personnel. Like Mazi said, motivation matters. But first, you have to ensure you have a well-equipped personnel, training-wise, understanding of your mandate, and every aspect. And then it comes to even economic, like the sitting arrangement, the office, everything matters. You have to really take care of the personnel so that they will give you the best. And then the finance. In private sector, for example, you cannot start a business without considering the finance available and what will come out of it. And in the public sector, you can see we are agitating for more money, for more salary, because it matters to us. Yes. So those are aspects of productivity, factors that affect productivity. Then externally, policy. Now, the government, with change of government, sometimes you can see that some policies change. They affect the productivity of the system. Do you understand?
That's true.
They affect the productivity of the system. If, for example, like Wike is doing now, he has come, he's doing his debate. Now, if at the other government, because of some policy that changed of his own method, no continuity, it affects the productivity. Like we said, both of us said, productivity is all encompassing. You see, sometimes when I pass, when I'm passing the road, I see billboard. They will now write cleaning services. At the middle of that cleaning, the E has fallen. You will laugh, Mazi, but that is productivity. The E has fallen. Do you understand? People are not conscious, but that is productivity. Sometimes I have the mind to go there and tell you, please change it. So some of these things are things that matters. We have to be conscious of factors that affect our productivity so that we'll be able to improve our productivity. I'm just mentioning just a few for you to understand it. Thank you.
Mazi, can you give us some factors affecting productivity?
There are myriad, there are many, but we have internal factors and external factors. I usually have touched the two, both internal and external, but we cannot be exhaustive about these factors. But one critical factor is infrastructural problems. And when I talk about infrastructure, I've mentioned location quite a lot. Bad roads is a problem. Poor electricity network is a problem.
Electricity
Energy.
is the worst.
Right. So these are factors. Most of the industries that are even performing now, that are operational now, they are depending on generators.
Well, yes.
Diesel engines are there, and you see the cost of being on production. So it's a serious factor that affects production. That is why most companies are going more important now. They are there. Even some account managers are relocated to Ghana and other countries because of infrastructure. It's a very deep one, and government has to. We have been praying that government has to do something to improve this electricity thing. Maybe with solar now, but it's not everything.
Even the solar is still expensive.
Yeah,
Getting
expensive.
solar is expensive.
It's expensive.
So that's why a critical aspect of internal factor. But the external factor really is uncontrollable. One thing about internal you can control, you can manage. The external factors that affect you can manage them. The uncontrollable factors. In political balance, we call it uncontrollable factor because you cannot control them. Economic policies, political policies, all these things, you can't control them. As I just said, one government can come with one policy, and that's the end of it. The business is dead. You can say, nobody is going to use diesel again. That's the end of, if you are depending on this, you cannot. Or this issue of dollar going up, or all this is going up and down. You can't buy products, you can't buy forests, all this is. They're all factors. You can't control them. Government will come with one policy. Okay, this is not going to work. And that's it. You are off. So productivity is deep. If we continue talking about productivity, that's why I say it's a very deep related activity. We continue talking about what we know. That is why we said, okay, let's touch the surface level so that people will know what productivity is all about and what does National Productivity Center stand for. This productivity house in Buzzy, corporate quarters, Abuja, Nigeria. What are we doing? We are not playing games here. Productivity house, when they come here, they now know what we do. We have a lot of activities and mandates. Maybe you didn't ask Hajia some of these mandates. Because there's other activities National Productivity Center, corporate productivity house does. Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir. Okay, now from the question, let me ask Hajia now. Hajia, so can you please tell us what are some of the mandates
of the
productivity house?
Activities of productivity house, programs that we do to ensure that we achieve our mandates. You see, there are a series of programs we do. I will, one of the program is what we call Productivity and Quality Improvement Program. We go to alien organizations like SMEs or even big organizations. We discuss with them. It's a complete package of programs that then we discuss with them. We diagnose why they are not productive, and we put things in order for them with series of processes. There are series of processes. As along the line, I know we talk about tools and techniques.
Yes. There
are tools and techniques of improving productivity. When we go for this program, we first look at the situation on ground. Then we look at how to improve that situation. As simple as behavioral modification, we do that. We try to set up circles of people that we help them improve their productivity. We talk to them about some tools that I can use to improve their productivity. We measure their productivity. We see what can do. It's a package. That's one of our programs. We, for example, the Corporate Affairs and Information Department is saddled with promoting productivity in all sectors of the economy. We go to schools. We try to catch them young. Across FCT now, I don't think you can go to 3 or 4. By the time you reach 4 or 5 schools, they'll tell you have productivity club there. Today is a free day for us. If not, most of our staff are out there. We go to secondary schools, senior secondary schools, junior secondary schools, and we talk to them. We do what we call productivity sensitization for the teachers and for the students. We encourage them to improve their productivity. We give them basic tips We give them basic tools of how they can improve their productivity. And we go to agencies too. We talk to them. We do productivity sensitization. We are at the NYC camp. Anytime there's orientation exercise, we are there. We talk to all those mammoth crowd of NYC core members you see. We talk to them. And across these 20 states, we go there. We talk to them. We give award of excellence.
Yeah, I'll be expecting mine soon.
Please, when it's time, we will give you the form. If you merit it, I must mention though, it's highly competitive because it's an award of excellence. And this award is given by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria himself. We call it National Productivity Order of Merit Award. We're into measurement. We measure productivity. We try to advise both government and organizations on how they can improve their productivity. We do surveys. We do so many other things we do as our programs. We are into publication. So we are there to promote productivity, to rebrand Nigeria in the aspect of productivity. And I can tell you, so far, so good. We are achieving our mandates. We thank God for that.
Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you.
Mazi, you have anything to contribute to the mandates?
Yes, we have a lot. As you have mentioned on most of them, not that it's all of them really. There's ones we cannot mention, there's things ones we can mention. But one of the principal mandate of National Productivity Center is capacity building.
Yes.
Training.
Mm-hmm.
We are involved in training staff from private and public sector of the economy. Industries, we give them lectures, we go to them, MDAs, we give them lectures. Organizations, I can mention many of them. CBN, Coca-Cola. In fact, there's no organization, even in Abuja here, their corporate headquarters, that have not been involved with our capacity building programs, where we bring them to a particular place, we have them, talk to them, 2 or 3 days workshop, seminars, conferences, and that. And instill productivity consciousness in them. And not only that, we use that opportunity to talk many things, even time management, entrepreneurship, how to improve one thing or the other, quality, a lot of things. So capacity building is one of our major activities, and it cascades throughout the whole country because all the state offices are still doing the same thing.
Yes.
Reaching out to MDAs, and by MDAs I mean private organizations, government organizations, whether ministries, whether state or federal. We talk to their staffs. That is it. And then P and QIP, Hajia mentioned really. And let me highlight a little there. This productivity and quality improvement program is tailored towards industries and most organizations, more or less industries, production-related industries. Fine. One of the critical mandates of the center is a program called Productivity and Quality Improvement Program. It's tailored towards industries, companies that are into production processes, and companies that are dead or about to die, that need some help. Not the kind of help, because I'm part of the problem.
Financial help?
Even everything. Financial, it might not be only money. Because when you talk about financial help, it's not only physical money really, because it's just like when you have connectivity, like social capital, where a lot of people, you have money. If I know you and say I need my daughter to get admission in University of Abuja, for instance, and maybe I'm to charge 100,000, and because I'm connected to you, one way or the other, you decide to do that service to me. I've saved 100,000, so that's money. True. So I'm an apostle of social capital. I believe in connectivity. Sorry to divert from what I'm talking about. You see, some of these industries, if you remember when you are growing up, most of the industries you can see or you can perceive within your environment, some of them are dead now, they're not existing. So the National Productivity Center, in their wisdom, say, we have to provide some solutions. Productivity is how you solving problems. You mentioned talking about productivity. Our problem is here. It's solving problems of organizations, individuals, and what we can talk about. So we have some what we call productivity tools and techniques that we employ in this industry. What I mean by tools and techniques, those tools, things we use, it's not a matter of giving paracetamol, and even it means giving injection. We give them injection so that the companies become better. So we get involved with some of these organizations. We have activities tell us towards them. It's a process, stage 1, stage 2, stage before we can be able to arrive at a solution. And at the end of the day, we have a published book or something that we give back to the industries on way forward. So the point I'm making here is that this P and Q IP is a very serious affair, and it cascades all the states of the Federation. As I'm talking to you now, almost more than 20 states of the Federation now, in terms of our state office, are carrying out one quality improvement program or the other in one industry or the other. It might be a manufacturing company, it might be organization, it might be bread related or industries or things like that. So the essence of it is to make them, add value to whatever they are doing. At times, most of the time, their problem is process. At times, their problem is human capital. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So at times, their problem is management, or at times, their problem might be communication between the management and the people below. So it's through this P and Q IP, it's kind of diagnosis of the problems of that organization and then profile solutions. That is what P and Q IP is all about. And other activities of the center, there are many. So if people are interested, really, they can come to Productivity House. We can pay them more of that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, Hajia mentioned tools and techniques, and you also mentioned tools and techniques. Can you please, Hajia, tell us some of the tools and techniques of the Productivity House?
Okay, you see, in the National Productivity Center, we have tools. When I mention tools, I'm not saying practical tools that you can see. It's abstract. But there are things that we can advise you on how to do. It's not we that put them down. It's an internationally accepted tools and techniques. We have like Japan Productivity Organization. They have tools that they have used. Those tools are what is encouraging them to be the best. We see giant, all this and all this. That is it. One of the tools, as simple as, is what we call 5S. 5S. It is a Japanese tool. 5S, good housekeeping practice. It's a practice that we encourage people to adopt, to use, to do, and it will improve their productivity. It is always looked at as the basics, the starting point of any productivity practice. I will do in Japan now, Joyce. Because this 5S is 5 Japanese words translated to English. Let me mention the 5. Seri. Seiton. Seiso. Seiketsu. And Shitsuke. That is how they give it. And that is how it is used. There was a time we went to Coca-Cola here in Abuja. We saw the best 5S applied. Somebody who is the best who applies 5S. You see, it's simple. S means salt.
Oh, salt.
That the first seri, salt.
Mm-hmm.
The second seiton is set in order.
Set in order.
Yes. Then seiso is to shine. And then seiketsu is to standardize. And then the final, shitsuke, is to sustain. When you have a productivity process or a setting or an environment or anywhere, we encourage you apply these 5 processes. The first, whatever you have. When I told you we go to schools, secondary schools. Sometimes when we enter teacher's room, what do we call it? Classroom. Teacher's office. Teacher's office. Sometimes if I enter, I'll look at it and say, you are not applying 5S. Let me use that teacher's situation, for example. As simple as one teacher, let's take one teacher now. If he's perfecting his table, setting it in order, sustaining the process is by making everything arranged well, he will be more productive. Because There will be no time that he will be late to class. He will do his duty well. He will write his notes and do his things very well because he has arranged himself. You now that that we're working on computer, for example, sometimes you come and see the face of the computer full because we have put so many folders there. If you are practicing 5S, we encourage you arrange it
in one folder,
in 1 or 2 folders. That is 5S for you. We are home women in the house. As simple as your kitchen cabinet, we encourage you that you put salt where it's supposed to.
Exactly.
You see, that is 5S. 5S is a simple practice that we encourage people to do. When you come to an environment, a computer room, as simple as somebody pushing something, a wire, we stabilize everything here.
Yes.
That is it. So these are simple practices. There are other things. There are other tools like benchmarking, taking from the best. What somebody else is doing, you can pick it off. There's so many. We have one we call Kaizen. Kaizen means simple, continuous improvement. Just last week, Kaizen was launched. And JICA, I don't know whether you heard of JICA. JICA is a Japanese organization that are pushing productivity across the globe. They came and we have a team of experts, productivity experts here, and they worked together. We intend to institutionalize Kaizen across MDAs, private sector, public sectors in the country. What it means is small growth. I went to a presentation. I gave a simple example. I said, I practicalize this Kaizen to them. I said, look, this is January 1st, for example. And you put it in your mind that you will improve what you are doing last year by taking a step forward by February, March, April, June, till December. Joyce, will you be in the same place?
Definitely no.
That is Kaizen for you. It's a simple, it's 1% rule. Improving 1, 2, 3. That is Kaizen. That's as simple. We have very complex tools. We have balance scorecards. We have so many tools that we do. Like Mazi always say, come to the National Productivity House. You will get more. And I assure you, you will not leave as you came.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Hajia.
Thank you.
So, Mazi, can you tell us some of the tools and techniques?
You see,
There are so many.
Yeah.
Just few.
No,
To add to what Hajia.
No, I will, but I want to explain some basic. We're talking of productivity tool and techniques. What is a tool and what is technique? You have a car. In your car, you have some spanners and that in case there's challenges. What do you call that? Is it not tool?
It's two.
Yeah, these are tools. And this mechanic use tools. So now that method you employ using those tools to get results is technique.
The techniques.
You get what I'm saying? So in National Policy Center or productivity tools are those tools we employ in solving problems in organizations, whether private or public or individual. That's why we call it tools. It's problem solving. And then the technique is the method. Because have different types of methods of solving problems. And Hajia have spoken a lot of them because these tools and techniques, they are so close. It's only professional that will know the difference between the tools and techniques. They are very, very few persons, they are very, very close. But as mentioned earlier, the aspect of this is just to solve problems. Like, for instance, I mentioned benchmarking, but I will talk about quality cycle. In organizations, or even in schools, or even there are little organizations, maybe if you are more than 20 or so, and there's challenges and problems, you can call 4 of your staff and say, okay, come. There's problem, so please brainstorm and find solution to this problem. These 4 will come together. It happens in organizations. You will now come and look at those problems. What are the immediate remote causes? What do you think is the problem? What solutions are you preferring? profiling, you know. So these four now, you know, they came from different backgrounds, whether they're junior staff or senior staff or any other thing. You know, they came with different mentalities and ideas, and they rub minds. But the good aspect of it is that everybody brings four to the table, what he or she has in the head. You know what I'm saying? And then the solutions are brought together, they bring solutions. And then the problem is solved. That's policy cycle. That's why it's an improvement to, but when they come together, brainstorm, solutions are provided. And the major thing is that everybody look important. I can't say my own idea is better than yours. And some feel important. I am recognized to provide ideas to the solutions of the organization. So it's an improvement tool. Are you with me?
Yes.
So there's many of them. We have cost benefit analysis, you know, we have Ishikawa diagram, we have sorry, I shouldn't go. Let me not start at Sigma, you know, so
many.
a lot of them.
Yeah,
so,
there are many.
So that's why I said these tools and techniques are very is when you come to productivity house, you look at the problems you have, your organization have, even your industry have, or as an individual, and give you the appropriate tool and technique to solve it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
And finally, the 5S she mentioned is a tool that everybody should employ. Okay? So, as you are now, I know you're into a lot of things. You have 5 for everything. You should create 5 for your program here, for the house, for town meeting, for
office,
this and that. So that from here now, you can even call A or B, please go to my house, go to social fire and get this for me. The benefit there is it saves time.
Yes.
Are you getting me? It saves you time and you are free from accidents and things like that, as Hajia mentioned. So a lot of benefits to 5S. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So it's cost effective. You don't spend so much money in trying to solve a problem. So it's a very, very deep. When we talk about tools and techniques, we will not go today.
Thank you, sir. Hajia, please, I will ask what are the core values of the corporate affairs and information department? Because it's a department on its own under
Yes.
productivity
Center.
Okay.
Yes.
So
You
what
see,
are the core values of the
Our-
corporate affairs and
Yes.
information department?
yes, you see the department as you see it, we have 2 units.
Okay.
We have the publication department, and then we have the information dissemination department. Publication, and then we have
Promotion and advocacy.
promotion and advocacy department, and then we have publication and information dissemination department. Each unit has its own mandate, goals, and objectives. You see, the promotion and advocacy unit we are into advocacy, we are into promotion. Those things I told you earlier, we go to NYSC, we go to secondary schools, we go to agencies, we do serious promotions. We can invite you to our debate quiz competition on the 6th of March. We use this
6th of
forum
March.
to tell you. Yes.
I'll be there.
Thank you very much. You see,
Beautiful.
because we want to catch our young ones young. We're into promotion. We go to secondary school. Towards the end of last year, the FCT UBEB gave us approval to conduct productivity sensitization to secondary schools. At first, we're doing the sensitization to only senior secondary schools because we felt they will be able to understand the message. But we now thought of it again and felt that even the young ones, we will come down to their level and we simplify. If you see us in the field, you'll be laughing, Joyce. Yes, because when we go there, sometimes in junior secondary schools, there are so many and they are they stand out. But the staff understand the situation and we go down to their level. We don't even use paper. Sometimes we talk to them. How do you do this? We talk like teamwork. You know English very well? You say yes. You know maths very well? Okay, come to her, let her teach you. You see, those are small productivity tips that will remain in the young mind. He will now know that, okay, so if I go to her, it's not a bad thing. It is a way of improving myself as well as her too getting benefit from me. So we are into promotion. In the corporate affairs and information, we're into promotion, and then we do publications. All the scholarly materials about productivity we do it. We do annual report, we do newsletter, we do handbooks, we do so many promotion material, which is aimed at disseminating the productivity message. We used to have e-library and we intend to reactivate it soon. Even as at now, our library is well equipped for anybody, both inside, outside, to tap and get productivity information that will benefit them there.
Thank you so much, Ma. Mazi? Okay, let me give you this. This as a fresh topic. What are some of the productivity tips?
Very first topic. We have mentioned all these tips.
Okay.
All these tips, all this we'll be talking about today. But it's not far from being what we call smart compliance.
Smart compliance.
Yes, I will explain that acronym. X, big X. M-A-R-T. Okay?
That's smart.
Yes.
Smart.
Okay? What is an acronym? Each of that alphabet means something.
Okay.
That's why I say it's an acronym. X has to be specific.
Yes.
Everything you are doing have a goal or objective to
Yes.
achieve. And these tips we are talking about, are those 8s. I call them 8s, things that will help you achieve productivity. That's why we call tips. But if it is not specific, if the goal and the things you want to achieve is not specific, then you are not moving anywhere. That's why your goal must be specific. That is X.
S is specific.
Yes. Your goal must be specific. We must know the direction we are going. We must have something in mind what we want to achieve. Even as we are doing this program now, we have the specific goal.
Exactly.
Okay? But the most important thing is this goal measurable?
Which is the M.
Which is the M. You okay? Can you quantify these activities? So it has to be measured. And most of this is also dependent on ability and time. Okay? Now, these goals we are talking about, is it attainable? Are you sure you are going to achieve it? Okay? I don't want to get down much on that. And then, yes. Are you getting what I'm saying? But these are questions you have to ask yourself. Is it attainable? Do you think you can be able to achieve something?
Yes.
So is it attainable? And then, is it relevant? Is it relevant to the goals? Is it relevant to the society or the target audience you want? So if it is relevant, the goals I will tell us what, and fine, you push. It will not be a wild goose chase. And then, is it time bound? If it's time bound, these tips now can be handy. Okay? So, which is not far from it being ethically oriented. The ethics, ethical behavior must top notch. What do I mean by that? These are the basics. These are fundamental. What do I mean by that? You must have integrity. You must be transparent in what you do. You must be accountable. You must be reliable. You must be social. What do I mean? You must be able to relate with one another. And then, synergy. Work hand in hand with friends, relations in the office, board management, cascading down to employees. So all this is when you combine them, really. And they tell us towards the goals of the objectives of the organization. If it's smart compliant, definitely you know we are going there. And if you don't have a direction, as I told you, a goal or something or what you want to achieve, definitely these things will not help you achieve anything because you don't give what you don't have.
Definitely.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, too, sir. Okay. Hajia, please, what are some of the benefits of productivity to Nigerians?
Okay. You see,
Both the public and private sector.
yes, generally. You see, some years back when who started rebranding in the country? Can you remember?
I think it's JEJ.
Okay.
That's a good luck, Jonathan.
Good luck, Jonathan. Personally, I looked at it and said, this guy is doing productivity. Do you understand? Productivity is about doing better. I gave a scenario of where I will see cleaning without D. Now, if I go to that place and tell them to replace the E, aesthetically, it's more pleasing to the eye. You understand?
Yes.
If you have somebody who is very neat, clean, who likes perfection, he will never go near that shop. Do you understand? So if you are losing customers, are you not losing profit?
You are.
You are. So you see, productivity, improve productivity to the country is highly profitable to every individual. If we are all doing our things better, you understand? If I am the president of this country, the first thing I will do is behavioral modification. And that is productivity. I will tell you, modification. And that is the social definition of productivity. You see, if I'm walking on the road, we are working on the what do they do in the National Assembly? Is it a mandate or what?
Yes.
We are working on that.
The mandate.
For us to be able to, as agency,
Agendas.
have law to defend ourselves when we go to fight people who are not productive. Because it's beneficial. Let me give you an example. If the companies that we go to do productivity and quality improvements improve their productivity, money will be more there.
Yeah.
There will be quality goods there. What will it translate to? Improved standard of qualities, goods and services. In Nigeria now, we badly need improvement in our quality of life. And I tell you, if we imbibe productivity culture individually as organization, Nigeria will be the better place for all of us. You now see what Wike is doing. Definitely in the next 2 years, by the time he finished this road, is it not better for us in the country?
Very.
Very. That is productivity for you. Do you understand? So that is what productivity translates to. It helps improve the country. It boosts the economy. If an organization is doing better, if now, because of the consciousness of productivity and we are improving our productivity, we have more industries, we have more companies, we have quality of public sector. You see, the bane of public sector is, I don't want to use it here, so many factors. I don't want to use it. Let me not say it. We all know, you know, I know. Now, because we are productive in the public sector, I come to work right on time. I do my work without thinking of, Joyce, what will give me or what I will have or what. And I do it perfectly. Okay, so you see, if the public sector, let's even take public sector, for example, we are doing our work very well. The doctors, for example, you come to the hospital. Sometimes you see, you come and meet a doctor. Before you finish talking, he has diagnosed what he's giving you. It's not productive. We start from there. Wrong diagnosis. In the public sector, we have aspect of activities we are supposed to do. We are all doing it well. In the private sector, they are doing it well. In all facets of life, we are doing it well. Look at this. That's the social definition of productivity. That was what I said, behavioral modification. We are all now doing what we are doing very well. You just get a picture of that. You see that there will be improvement in quality of life. Quality is part of productivity. It's a pillar in productivity. Instead of you go to the market, the malam will put paper under it and pour beans inside. You will come, you bought beans 2,000. You are taking half beans. The man is not productive. You can see at a simple palace, you think, that one is not, but that is productivity. You need to have the mindset on consciousness on doing well. So if we're all moving, the farmer, when he is giving his fertilizer and all this thing, he used all, he didn't sell half. Won't you have more produce? So productivity, like we said earlier, is all encompassing. So if we are all doing our best, come further, move backward, look at what you are supposed to do, just do it. As simple as that. I tell you, in the next 1 year, if we start from that, you see that Nigeria will be a better place. This cost, high, expensive things, you will see, it can come down automatically if there's improved productivity in the country. Because the farmer down there will not be lazy. He has 50 hectare, he will use it well, bring the produce. If we have surplus, will you add too much money?
No.
So those are simple things. And there's something we are working on. Productivity movement. Productivity movement is just a movement that has started since we used to do what we call Foundation Day lecture. We celebrate that productivity movement. So the center is still planning. We are still hoping that one day we will do a big program, productivity movement, where we have the president championing it. Let me explain this movement for you. It's simple. We engage the emirs, we engage the police, we engage you, the person who is out there talking to people. Everybody will be talking productivity. We will be talking productivity. On the roadside, we will say, you see, when you travel outside, when you travel abroad, I'm sure you know, if they say zebra crossing, people will stand by the zebra crossing. And any car that comes to see more than one person, two people, he will stop. And then we will cross.
Yes.
That is productivity. You understand?
Yes.
So if all of us, we are preaching that message, see, please, you know what you are supposed to do. Do it. The cleaner, when she comes to clean, we not say that lungu, that side, because Hajia will not see it, I will not clean it. She's not productive. So if we all do our own thing, I assure you, give us 1 year, Nigeria will be the best. So we are preaching that one day we will do the productivity, launch the productivity movement, where we go to the grassroots. We tell the farmer, please do your work well. We tell the chief, encourage your people, your subjects. We tell the governor, go there, ensure that you talk to your people, do your thing best. You see, Kaizen preaches small, continued improvement. The benefit of productivity to the country is enormous, because it will improve the economy, it will ensure national development, it will ensure quality of life, it will ensure better standard of living.
Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you.
Mazi, can you throw more light on the benefits?
Everybody needs productivity. Even if we are practicing productivity, everybody is practicing productivity, knowingly or unknowingly. You know, if you are managing your time well, you are practicing productivity. You know, if you are loyal, you know, and accountable, you know, to your boss, to your relations, to people who are above you, and that you are practicing productivity. That's the ethical behavior I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? And then, if people can rely on you, you know, in terms of providing information to you, and then you keeping it to yourself, or maybe you're advising somebody and advising the person properly, definitely, that's your the mindset we are talking about comes in that productivity. Anything that can add value to A or B or C, that's increased productivity. What you are doing now, what corporate affairs and information is doing through this promotion and work is to add value, to change the mindset of people, tell people what productivity is all about, how they can change their mindset. It's productivity. So it's a continuous thing. But you see, waste reduction. What did I say?
Waste
Reduction.
reduction.
It's a very serious affair National Productivity Center have been championing of. Waste reduction in terms of individuals, in terms of industries, in terms of organizations. And when you talk about waste, we have different types of waste. It can be in time. It can be in the process.
Okay.
It can be in the use of materials. It can be, and you get what I'm saying. That's another topic itself altogether. That's productivity. So, so that's why I said it's deep. You know, it's deep. And we have not even touched our publications. So. No, this is the master of publication, the people director of publications. We have a lot of published books, publications we churn out to the public, so that people who like reading can read and know what we do in National Productivity Center. Because it's not only talking about grammar through television and one or this media and all this. Yes, people read also. And we have well-equipped libraries, my director said, that people can come and read about our activities. You know, like this information handbook now is one of our publications. Everything about us, the basic departments that make up their functions, their HOD, their heads and all this, none of them are tell us, they're all here, a lot. So when we are going with the permission of Hajia, we can have one so that when we leave, you know what we do. Because most people don't know what National Productivity Center is all about, really. So that is really, I'm trying to mellow things
Break
down.
it down.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Concluding,
Okay.
because I know I've taken much of your time today, so let's draw today's conclusion with this. What do you think is the way forward?
I'll borrow this word. We have talked about it so much.
Okay.
The way forward, I said, is behavioral modification,
Okay.
productivity consciousness. Every individual have something to give. Every individual in the country can make impact in the productivity or otherwise of the country. The way forward is all of us as country, as Nigerians, as citizens of the country, should strive to be productive, to have the mindset of productivity, to have the consciousness of doing better, of adding value to whatever we are doing. You see, why I kept saying productivity is all encompassing. I didn't want to mention the word, but I have to say it. Corruption is is that anatomy? Is that the word? Joyce?
It's an anathema.
To productivity. It's a bane to productivity. You see, when we're packaging the booklets as criteria for our award, we mentioned that part of criteria for getting the award is you are not corrupt. If you are a corrupt individual, you are not productive. Let me give you a simple scenario. If you see, there are things that affect productivity so small that it's negligible. If you go to National Hospital, I don't know, maybe you have not gone for some time. If you go to National Hospital, you see where they are parking. Immediately you come, even if you see parking space like this, the gate man will quickly run and close it.
Yes, use tire.
You now say, "Oh, Hajia, good morning, good morning." If you give the impression that you are ready to play game, he will open it for you.
Yes.
Is it not true?
Yes, it's true.
Is that not productivity? Is that not against productivity?
It is.
You are coming to a hospital. You don't even know your situation. Whether you're in a hurry to park and go there, or you're even a doctor hurrying to go and solve a problem.
Client.
So you see, those are the simple things that we need to fight. And it's still mindset. It's still consciousness. So my own advice to all of us is that please, let's always be conscious of productivity, of adding value, of our mindset, of how we want things to be done better in the country.
Being the change we want to see.
Being the change we want to. Change begins with me. And I want you to all say, productivity begins with me.
Thank you so much, Ma. Mazi, the way forward. Do you have anything to say?
The way forward is that everybody, me and you, Nigerians, should imbibe productivity, practice productivity, and get productivity activity into their life. We should all be drivers of productivity, not inhibitors of productivity. We should think of adding value to whatever we do, in terms of production, in terms of services, in terms of relationship with friends, with subordinates, with management where you work. Everybody needs each other. So that relationship is productivity. Because if we have a healthy environment, we think properly. On that note, I'll say Nigerians should embrace productivity and see productivity as life. Productivity, as I said earlier, is not by accident. It's a thing of life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have come to the end of today's interview with Hajia, the director and the head of department, corporate affairs and information, Department, Productivity Center, Abuja, and Mazi Martins Okonkwo, the Deputy Director, Corporate Affairs and Information Department, Productivity Center, Abuja. Thank you for always staying with us on the Buzzy. See you next time.